M's the Light TV show. Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to another segment of our program. I still remain your host, Martina the Light, on real life issues. Okay, for a number of weeks we've been talking about the word fear. And I went as far as defining the word fear. I, talked extensively about the word fear. I said fear is a word that hinders people. I went as far as saying that fear makes an individual set goals for themselves, and because of fear, they are not able to accomplish that goal. I said fear makes an individual fear unnecessarily. You just begin to get scared of nothing in particular. And fear makes an individual begins to develop high blood pressure, sometimes over nothing. And high blood pressure leads to hypertension, and from hypertension, if care is not taken, the person will lose his or her life. So fear is something everyone should guard his or her heart against, because it's not a good energy. It saps you of your strength, of everything you can ever think of. So fear is something anyone shouldn't even let creep into his or her heart at any point. I'm not saying you don't have to get scared. Yes, sometimes things happen and you get scared. But you shouldn't let that fear overwhelm you. You should be able to overcome it. You should be able to understand that if you allow the fear, dwell in you, it would lead to something disastrous. So we should fight against fear, overcome your fears, no matter what it takes. I remember in the course of our program, I went as far as interviewing some people. They gave their candid opinion about the word fear, and they told us how they were able to overcome their fears. I went as far as talking to somebody who sent us a message to our DM, and said he had been under the bondage of fear since the age of 15. He said towards the night when he's about to sleep, he begins to develop this phobia, and he can hardly sleep from night till morning. Imagine what some people are actually going through. And I asked him if he had gone through therapy, if he had been, if he had gone to, places where he could be counseled and all that. He said he had gone to so many other places, and he was still experiencing that same phobia. And so I talked with him, I counseled him and prayed with him. And today Tari is in a better place. The Tari we knew before he came to us for counsel is not the Tari that we know right now. Yes, and we give all the glory to God. So but today we'll be going to another topic, and it's an 11-lettered word titled M's the Light TV show. Forgiveness. Yes, forgiveness. What is forgiveness? What do you understand by the word forgiveness? Have you ever been forgiven before? Have you ever at any point had to forgive someone who hurt you so badly? Someone did something so bad to you, you were really hurt, but at a point you had to let go, you had to forgive. So we'll be talking about forgiveness. And has somebody ever, had to tell you, I will never forgive for this thing you did? You hurt the person so badly, and the person told you, this thing you have done to me, I will never ever forgive you. Are there a number of people you need to forgive? Do you think it's right to hold somebody in your heart and say you will not let them go? Do you understand that the life you even live is not for you? It's not yours. You were given that life to live, and you were forgiven by the one who created you when you asked for mercy. And every time you wrong him, you ask for mercy and he forgives you. So why would you hold somebody in your heart? Why would people say they will not forgive? I hear some people say, I've forgiven him, but I will not forget. And I hear some people say, I've forgotten. I've forgiven you, and I've forgotten about it. I don't want to remember it. So when people say I've forgiven and I don't forget, what do they really mean? Is it really easy to forgive? And is it really easy to also forget? These are things we'll be talking about in our topic titled Forgiveness. We're talking about forgiveness. I believe forgiveness applies to everybody, both the young, the adult, the old, the poor, the rich, the beautiful, the ugly. And of course, I know there's actually nobody that is ugly on planet Earth. It applies to the Christians, the Muslims, the atheists, the traditionalists, to everybody living on planet Earth. At one point in time or the other, we have had to forgive. We had to forgive. So this is what we're talking about, and I'm telling you that you're not going to regret this topic. It's going to minister to you in a way you least expected. It's going to open up a lot of things that we need to know concerning forgiveness. Stay with us, and I tell you that this is going to turn your life around in a way you never expected. Stay with us and be blessed. Bye.